I admit, I was off on our previous video about Convergence. And sure, there might be a connection to reality, the dream world, and crossing dimensions. However, when it came to Ganondorf, we weren't too far off. It also seems we weren't too far off with our Loki idea either. But in execution, we were wrong. Really wrong. Convergence happened right before us and farther back in time than we ever could have known. And it all starts with Fee. No, not you. I mean, wait, don't go! Ah! Before we begin, a very good friend and partner in research, GameSmith, has a video that describes the other half of what we're missing here. So check out his video so you aren't confused. It's extremely well put together, and I can't tell you guys how thankful I am that we've spent multiple hours doing research and think tanks on this topic over the past few weeks and months. So please do me a favor and go check out his stuff. The Convergence, a shift in space-time where timelines reconnect. I was hoping we'd get a Convergence game, or even an event. And we did. In Tears of the Kingdom, the main focus is on getting the Master Sword, and returning Zelda back home. Zelda starts by being sent to the First Kingdom, which is way before Minish Cap, but being a few hundred, maybe 1,000 years after Skyward Sword, and the Interloper War. So, Demise is dead. Like, long dead. The curse is in motion. Zelda appears and Is that Ganondorf? Is that...
Finally, it is mine!
Well, yes. Yes, it is. This is him. The return of the king. The true Ganondorf. Do you guys realize how big this moment was? Seeing not just the reincarnation of Demise thousands of years before Ocarina of Time, but to also have Twin Rova. See, that's them, right there.
Protective embrace of your kingdom. To serve it faithfully.
A welcome appeal, Ganondorf. I will accept your vow of fealty to the Kingdom of Hyrule.
This would mean that Ganondorf is far older than we could have known. For all we know, he's the real deal.
Link! Was that the sword that seals the darkness? A blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me.
Every form from Ocarina, Twilight, Wind Waker, and the entire Downfall timeline was just a puppet. As mentioned, every form of Ganondorf is a puppet, a well-crafted and expertly made imitation. Each one was so well made that it fooled the entire kingdom and us fans. How? The man was sealed underground for all of space and time until the hero of the wild could stop him. The hero, as in way far in the future. So would that mean the Zelda timeline is... Huh. Sounds like Convergence. Like an active way to fix space-time before it breaks. And that's what happened. We saw a plan of action to step out of a predetermined timeline. Zelda in the past, yes, the same from Wild Tears. But the fun part is, this is the real Ganondorf, sealed under the kingdom. His power swells, releasing gloom, malice, and in thus doing so, the malice becomes sentient, making phantoms, puppets, and even body doubles of the true King of Evil. Ganondorf in Tears of the Kingdom is the Demon King. He really is Demise reincarnated. Which then leads us to our next point. So how can Ganondorf escape his fate against space-time? It's destiny. It was always destiny and a predetermined outcome for Link to fight Ganondorf. Think of it this way. Every single one of these events from Minish to the end of the 3 timelines is, yes, canon to the overall story, but also events in which Ganondorf can watch from afar on how he can win, or lose, and thus in doing so, he can also see where the kingdom falls after the destruction. He can even see from his Malice hive mind how other demons and villains would conquer in his stead. All of these events and wars are all contained within a securely made loop. As Wikipedia puts it, as reliable as that ever will be to say, Phi is the 21st Greek letter of the alphabet. But as we know it, the Zelda team, and Nintendo, likes to use real-world symbols, events, and people as references. So what if we take the timeline here, put the Greek letter Phi on it, and the double dragons. Do a little bit of cosmetic work to it, and boom, we get this. As we see, there is a loop around the timeline we already knew. The key parts of this already existing convergence are Ganondorf and Zelda. And as we saw in the game, Zelda turns into the Light Dragon, watching, protecting, and waiting for all of space-time.
A long slumber will heal these grievous wounds.
So now that we know Ganondorf is way older than we thought, each previous form was puppet, and the timeline was already split and fixed before the game came out. Where does this put us? It puts us at a point of nirvana. We broke the cycle. As stated in the Tears of the Kingdom 3rd trailer, the future is ahead.
I pray this sword reaches you in the future.
We now have the opportunity to have any game come out and not worry about the timeline. Because now it can be classified as in loop, which means it's one of the old timelines, and future, which now means anything after Tears of the Kingdom. Think of it as this: Hyrulean Renaissance, or Rebirth, a new chapter of Hyrule to prosper and live, and a new era of old school and newly made villains. I mean, if players have shown to make fully functional guns from cannons, we could see something only the great JonTron once said.
I mean, what if after Super Mario World, Nintendo came out with a teaser trailer for Super Mario 64, and upon release day, you were greeted with Mario City Simulator! And then you turned on the game and Shigeru Miyamoto's Ghost comes out and it's like, oh, fucking who likes the old Mario games, am I right? BRB! Making Legend of Zelda Modern Warfare!
Only time will tell. You get it? It's fucking down the hole. I want to thank you all for coming in. It truly does mean a lot. I want to give the biggest thanks again to my friend GameSmiths. It really means a lot, my guy. Without his help, this video wouldn't have been finished, so go give him some love. Recently, things have been heavy in my personal life, funerals to work and everything in between. I want to apologize to everyone because I'm not as active on YouTube as I am with Twitch. So moving forward, I want to say that you can catch me at twitch.tv/OGFgaming almost every single day. We got Zelda, we got Red Dead, we got Pokemon, and more. So I'd love it if y'all came by. And in regards to my YouTube channel, there's more videos planned to come out. So just be a little bit more patient. I'm the Ove. I'll catch you next time, and thanks again for watching.